Welcome to Terraform. Spawning in the bottom right position is the pink Protoss player representing NON, winning game number 1 after basically batting his opponent for 6. Ladies and gents, can he make it 2 in a row? It's HolyHit. His opponent spawning in the top left position is the blue Terran player. Maybe going a little bit overly opportunistic in game number 1. We'll see if he scales it back or goes for a more macro approach here in game 2. It's Shorf. So this is a pretty large map, as you can see. It's a little bit of a... I kind of see this as like a cinnamon bun. Or like... I don't know, to be perfectly frank, there's like a bit of Hearthstone-y kind of design going on here in the middle. I'm not even really sure what to call this. I've had someone say this looks like the Milky Way. I guess that's kind of true as well. Let me know what you think. I think this map looks the coolest out of all the maps anyway in the map pool. We have a probe very early on scouting for proxies on this map. So HolyHit perhaps been cheesed on the ladder here before and just wants to double check there aren't any sneaky snake SCVs coming out here. Although they could have built them over there, who knows. But doesn't look like there's going to be on this occasion. Wonder what happens if you just build your barracks down here. It's actually quite frustrating to scout until the mothership core pops out. And of course it takes a while until that happens. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. This time we appear to have a similar setup coming out of here from Shorf. He hasn't got that gas first this time, so he is going to be playing the same way as he did last game. I wouldn't be surprised to see a reactor on that barrack straight away. And no, this time he's actually going for the Reaper to follow up the Marine, so he is going to be mixing it up a bit. We have an SCV scout coming out across the middle of the map now. And this is going to be... Oh, he might actually delay the expansion if he comes in here any faster. Let's see. Does he see the probe? Oh, he sees the probe. He sees the probe. He sees the probe, and okay, he doesn't mind. He actually wants to go for the scout. He reckons that's more important right now. Going behind the mineral line so that the probes don't collapse on that SCV and try to take a lot of damage for it. Nice little bit of SimCity preventing the SCV from going any further, and it looks like that is going to be the extent of Shorf's scouting, although he does spot the timing on that second gas there. Now, the Nexus has gone down in natural expansion, and this time we have a much, much earlier command center by the looks of things from Shorf as well. Let's see what the Reaper can get done. This guy is going to have to do an awful lot more damage than Shorf did in the previous game. That massive attack completely thwarted by Photon Overcharge. Well, he pinged the Nexus once. Not the greatest of starts for this Reaper, but he is still alive, he is still kicking, and there is potential scope for him to go ahead and do a little bit more damage at a later date. So we'll be keeping an eye on him as well. Sneaky Snake probe over here on the left-hand side, just out of vision of that SCV as it came back. So we could be seeing proxy buildings or even just pylons getting put down there as well. Looks like the Reaper's actually come all the way back home. A little bit questioning of this, not really sure why. Might as well go ahead and try and get some secondary scouting information. Because the Stargate has actually come down once again. I actually would have fancied the Reaper's chances from jumping in here, for example, scouting the Stargate and making it out while still alive. The only way it guarantees it dies in that situation is if the Nexus has Photon Overcharge on it. So I'd be okay with that. The Stalker's all the way over there. I think it could have been possible, but never mind. The scouting information might not have ended up being worth it. It looks like HolyHit's just going to want to do a quick scout. Not going to be able to see any of the tech behind this. Although things are looking very, very similar to last time, with the exception of a slightly faster second orbital command. The factory's coming down behind this as well. You're going to have double Mule and that double SCV production to really try and ramp up that worker count. He's really going to have to as well. It's only 19 versus 33 workers at the moment, actually. Shorf is behind in that worker count by quite a bit. He's got a bunker going down on the high ground. Not really sure what this bunker is for, guys. I wonder if he's smelled a rat. I'm just looking. He hasn't scouted the Stargate. I'm not really sure what he thinks is incoming. And here comes the Reaper. Right. This is the YOLO mission we were talking about. Oh, and he doesn't actually get it. I would have much rather if he came from up here. But maybe with 2 Stalkers it was going to be too much anyway. And here comes the Auric Lull. There was certainly an Auric Lull in that last game. Killing off about 11 workers before the GG came out. And admittedly, I stayed in the game to watch it do its magic just a little bit more. Again, not really sure what's going on with that bunker. We have a starport going down, though, now with Shorf. And I mean, this is looking a lot more comfortable than it did last game, but this might survive only for another 3 or 4 seconds. Here comes the Oracle into the mineral line for the second game in a row. There are Marines here, though, and this time the army's at home. It's not trying to harass. The Oracle's getting low on shields. Is it going to be able to pick off a second worker, third worker, fourth? Do we have a fourth? We do have a fourth, actually. Do we have a fifth? Oh, we've got fifth and sixth over here, definitely. Alright, so that's not bad for this Oracle, but it's definitely not game-ending like it was last game. So we'll keep an eye on that. Is Shorf going to be putting up some of his static dev? Oh, the starport is left unbuilt. This is going to be a big, big blunder for him. His tech is going to suffer so much. Even if he just completes that to get a Viking out, if he doesn't want to have to micro against the Oracle, that's fine. But he does need to do that relatively soon. Oracle coming back now to the natural expansion. Another 2 workers for the kill here. And Shorf looks like he's being pulled in a couple too many directions here. The starport is going to go down. Engineering bay is up as well. So that's going to give Shorf the ability to get these turrets up inside his mineral lines to not have to worry about it. But he really has to work on his worker count. I mean, he is so far behind right now, and that is 52 to 23 at the moment. You know, I don't say this very often, but he is getting a little bit outclassed by his opponent. I feel like he just needs to make sure he stays on top of that macro. He's building his workers 2 at a time. He's using those double mules now. It didn't help that he lost a bunch of them, of course, but at least he's getting back into territory that he recognizes as normal. So we need that to happen reasonably soon. Alright, more mules getting dropped. He's going to head up to the 30 mark in just a second. In the meantime, we have 3 Phoenixes flying out around the map in the bottom with more on the way as well. And an SCV sneaking out over here to the top right. Either going to be for a scout or for hidden buildings. I would presume this is for a scout. Whole bunch of units now moving out across the map, including an Immortal. This is the most intriguing army composition. We have that Stalker, Sentry, Immortal, Phoenix attack, guys, that's coming in now. An Oracle is going to go down. So that's going to allow Shorf to breathe just a little bit more. Unfortunately, he is supply blocked to high heaven on 54 right now. And that's not good news if you have a 93 supply Protoss barreling down your front door. That Widow Mine, of course, responsible for killing the Oracle, manages to stop him. Oh, very nice force fields to segregate half that army. And was that a little bit overextension with the stim there? Shorf trying to get around the force fields to do damage here. But with the Immortal there as well, I actually think he's just getting overwhelmed at this point. There is no bunker on the low ground here. He has to take the fight or lose his natural expansion, and it looks like he's going to do both, unfortunately, as HolyHit moves in for what looks to be the kill. GG is called, and HolyHit, ladies and gentlemen, is going to win the series 2-0, which sets up a PVZ against the mighty Targa.